Jordan, good to see you. We have a really great question today. Credit cards, are they good? Are they bad? Let's break it down because we are creeping up on the end of the year. Of course, I think a lot of people want to maybe get a jump on home improvement projects, get ready for the holidays, maybe even some end of year travel. So, what is the best way to spend? Because we hear good and bad about credit cards. What's your take?
Yeah, some people hate credit cards. They never use them. It's cash only, or they won't even touch their credit card. Some people, that's all they use. I like to give the pros and the cons. Say you're looking to do a home improvement project. Maybe you don't have all the cash, or maybe you do have all the cash, but some of these credit cards, you can do a leverage at 0% for maybe 12 or 18 months so that you can let that money work for you for 12 to 18 months, make interest. Interest rates are higher than they were 3 years ago. Make money on your money, leverage that credit card, then at the end of that term, pay it all off and not pay a dime in interest. On the other side of things, though, maybe you're like, oh, I want to do end of year shopping or I want to do travel. Well, then you swipe it. And what if you have a few thousand on there, but you can't pay it off? Well, then you're being charged 25% interest or so. Then that kind of accumulates and accumulates. And that's a bad use of credit cards. And that can create a hamster wheel where you may not be able to get out of, or it might take many years to kind of pay out that one trip where the price of 3 trips. So what I like to tell people is, know what your needs are and know what your wants are. If it's a need, get that credit card now and you can hit it if you need it. But if it's a want and you can't pay it off, try to delay or not pay or wait till the last minute because you do not want to pay the banks 25% plus interest. So credit cards can be a great effectively, but if they're not used effectively, or if you know in your heart you can't control your spending, then it may be in your best interest not to have a credit card. But a lot of the tools that the credit card companies give you through the banks and online access can help you track, help you monitor, and help keep you accountable to hopefully help you kind of leverage those dollars on your credit cards.
Mhm. And I know you're kind of a pro with this, but how do we leverage these credit cards to get more experiences out of life, more travel?
Yeah, there's really 2 ways. Some people love the cash back approach where, hey, I'm going to spend X amount on whatever credit card. I'm going to get 2 to 5% cash back. And maybe that's your fun money, or maybe that just goes to pay for something else inside your house. Now, for myself, and I'll say most of our clientele, they love to travel. They love to have new experiences. So I actually personally help them pick out some credit cards that are going to maximize and optimize their travel points. Then they can use those points, those miles to go anywhere in the world for free, stay at amazing hotels for free, all while not changing your normal spending habits.
Mm.
On top of that, some credit cards give you travel insurance, car rental insurance, baggage protection. These are things that some people pay extra for. By just being wiser and smarter, you can leverage those credit cards to get you to the destination, protect you at that destination. And
Mhm.
again, let's be frank, not everyone can afford to go to a dream trip around the world or whatever their goals are, for that year. So I kind of take that on a personal note, my mission to show people how maybe we can't do it right away, but if we accumulate those points over time, I can get you to Italy, I can get you to France, I can get you to where you want to go completely free just by working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, that's amazing. Let's talk a little bit about credit history now, because I think some people wonder, should I add my kids to my credit? Should I get my kids their own credit card? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, again, it can go both ways. My kids, you can't be trusted with a credit card, or I want my kids to get credit cards. Well, I believe in building that credit history at a very young age. Believe it or not, my son, he didn't speak yet, 6 weeks old, but I put his name as an authorized user on my credit card. My goal through this and other cards is to kind of build up his credit score at the earliest age possible. Now, he hasn't paid off that bill yet, but we're going to work on that in the future. But I do believe credit history is vital. And what you can't get back is time, right? So you need to start that clock starting as soon as possible, build up that credit history. Also, I'll tell parents or young ones, if you have a credit card, be responsible, but maybe you're not responsible, but maybe you can just spend $10 a month on that credit card. Maybe it's a prepaid Spotify or some Netflix that you pay $10, you auto pay that it pays off. And maybe that's the only use you have for that credit card. But now the credit card and your credit bureau, they see you paying that consistent monthly payment off, and that's building a great track record for your credit history. So small hinges move large doors. Build your credit now. It can be beneficial and literally save you tens of thousands of dollars when you apply for a home or a car when it comes to interest rates.
You got to get Jaden a job so we can pay off that bill.
He's got a built-in family situation, but let's get him over a couple years of age before we start applying.
All right. Well, clearly, Jordan, you know your stuff. If somebody would like to talk this through with you, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, I'm not a certified travel advisor, but I do help our clients live the best life possible. And they can call our main number, 847-499-3454. And we can hopefully create some memories for you and your family.
All right. Jordan, thank you.
Thank you, Erin.